Doom, 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 doom. Hey guys, morning. It's Tuesday, 21st of April. Let's get into some. We 7 minutes away from the open, so this is the trade of it demo that we're running off this week. On the 30-minute chart, you can go to the 1 hour chart. Posted. I didn't realize that my audio was off last night. My bad. Was looking to take a trade, couple things to look at last night from how we executed. We'll go into what we're looking for this morning. We don't want to engage the market too early this morning, so we just go through that. Let me see if I could get into my channel. The chat is open, so if you have questions on what we do, how we operate, well, we operate around here. Um, so what we were looking for was live streaming this last night. This was last night about 20 minutes in. This is what you call an entry we were talking about this morning. So I didn't realize that my audio was off. So what we do was playing video games, right? So I had a particular thought right there, a particular thought at 33s. I was pointing out where the first TP, second TPs, just using a normal bridge with a trailing stop there. And was looking for the fade to the downside. What's a lot important here is what I was looking at on, you always look to your left. If you look to your left, you would see something that was very key to me. Very key an area. You'll see the area delineated. I was playing video games. Yes. I play video games and trade. Um, yeah, so I had more, like, I always show you guys the demo because, privacy issues. So, that just that if you have questions, you could jump in. Right, so, didn't realize the keyboard audio was up, I was playing video game. Right, got the 33s last night. Monster trade on my end. Looked at the key, looked at where we going to sell, identified the area, what we were looking for, how we looking to trade. Traded that, got the news we were looking for. What really kept me off and helped me, give me a lot of confidence was Anthony's post last night also. I got in some major positions at 25s, added some overnights at 27.94s. When that kicked back up was up trading all night. Made some good money. But again, that is acceptable risk. And what we were looking at, let me see if Anthony's stuff is saved here. He sent me some likes on the video, on the comment. So I didn't actually show him where we were looking at. So this was last night what he
What's
was
up,
trading.
everybody? Anthony Crudelli here, and thank you for tuning into my YouTube.
Good video on what we were looking at and how he was looking at trading it, which was practically the same idea. So you can see where I posted this comment here. Started to get in at trades, know where the stops were, know where the second TPs were, and nope, cancel that. View the replies. So the most important reply is I didn't post where I got the 23s, or I got 33s, sorry, or I got from a bucket at 92, and I have some micros which I got filled at 27.50 this morning. Right here, 27.58. I took my fill right here, my last fill. Got a couple off right here at in the 3 AM session. That's the London session. Started to get in at 92s and 94s, which was the point of control, right above the point of control. CL hit the shit and the shit can, which we expected, but didn't want to see that. Not gonna touch that today at all. So if there are a couple videos. So what we have is the live trades. So what we're looking at is in the 1 hour chart right now. I expect to have a little bit of a gap fill, probable continuation. There is a certain point I'm looking for right here at that 72 level, 72 to 70 to 75 area, which would be very key for us. You can see it identified, that was identified since last night. All we are looking at is this swing low to swing high really. I'm a volume profile guy, use bookmap, so now you can see the kick and a lot of gaps. We expected the gaps to fill. If you looked at my past videos, that 84 was another perfect entry for me on some options. I got 80s options running, did that basically as a perfect entry. Also have some options running, but we trading day futures on this stream, so we just want to keep that in mind. Day trading is different from swing trading. I trade a portfolio. I manage a portfolio, been trading for like about 6 or 7 years already. So if you have questions on stuff and you jump in the stream for the first time, looking at that, we look at volume value, active profiling, on how we're looking at trading profile against certain levels. So we have our active profile up now. Go to a 15-minute chart. So we'll be able to show this. This is the active profile. See, that is what becomes the value. This is the major inflection point. If we do get the punch to the upside and see that point at any time today, that is a trade. We trade using volatility, value, volume. Here I do have a couple points here that I'm looking for generally this morning. This is deviation, this built in house. There's a lot of stuff between this P and F hidden. Don't ask me, do not ask. There's 2736 area here. Is very important to know also. That is the one deviation move, knowing what could happen in the market today. And so we have identified position levels, this 36, 34 area here. And what you do is look left for structure. So we delineate this. I have all this up on my live chart. So oops, don't need that. This is my showing tool, don't need that there. Right, yeah, you can see this node here is very important to me. Today is a possible part of the swing trading strategy that we run. So we have 40 to 35 area is very important for us. Looking closely at how the market reacts, what the volume value, where the point of control is. You can see exactly what I'm looking at here. Bigger area. And so we always do top-down analysis. Always do top-down analysis. Not doing top-down analysis is what could get you killed in the market. At any point you could get killed in the market, but you're looking for two areas of reaction. Always label out where you're looking for your points, how you activate, what you're doing. Have put board up, see what the positions look like in volume and value. Volume is not too high this morning, so always keep that into consideration. What we might do is take a small short offer here. If you're trading micros, might trade micros there. We look for that 10 a.m. trade in the area here, right off of the 70 75 area, which stops above this 80. As of now, from the sheet that I just show you, is what we're looking at. Looking for the continuation trade really in the market. It's already moved more than 1% overnight, closer to 2% on the overnight or the overnight low. Looking to getting the trade. The opening range is very important. Seeing where the opening range, what the delta does, is important to us. see what we right. Make sure that we're still streaming. If you have questions, you can just pop it in the chat. I'll probably answer it as time sees fit. I'm trading the ES. If you're trading micros, now the cost of trading on a margin account is really being a pain in the nene. Oh, ask for me. Sorry about the language, but yeah, $12,000 per contract that I need. I took out my 10,000 withdrawal for the month. Yesterday I do manage just quite hefty profile by now. Patience is key. Patience is always key. Right, so what we're looking at on the side to become active. I have two area here. One area is at 90, 88 to 92. And if you look left, this is our key number here, 69, 68.5 to 72 is our next key number we want to look at. Want to be a little bit patient. I had one trade that got triggered in right there at 69. That's a micro trade. That's a high risk trade. You want to make sure that you have enough areas to stop there. Looking for the continuation to this 36. I do have a order sitting here at 36.5 on the outside buy side in micros. Oh, I'm sorry for the accent. I do have an accent. I'm from the Caribbean. If you've viewed any of my videos before, you would see that that 70 area is and should be that kill zone there. I'm in the trade right here already. So if you're looking to get this, make sure it's according to your risk tolerance of what you're doing. We are trading off 14-point stops here this morning. We look for the bigger swings in the traders to measure with volatility. You see that's big stops, so always try to manage that in one way or the other. So if you want to be this is your aggressive entry here, you want to take a one contract 1-to-1 with that trailer. Up here we're looking at that 70 to 72 and book our order off right there at this pretest of the 70. Right, so where I will have my basic stop is there's a basic stop here on my side looking for that 1-to-1. We want to change that at 1.4, 1.5 to 1 by moving our active stop to from 70 to 80. Single contract you want a 1.5 to 1 on it, so you always have your basic trade on and then move the market as you see fit. I already fire off one at 69, which is I showed you the value area line where and we saw liquidity here. We pulled off a couple micros, we traded micros this morning off of that area, just trying to get a footing in the market. We have shorts running from quite up in that 28 80 range. So you want to see is at 10 a.m. you want to see that push to that 70 to 74 area and then rotate back down with the opening of the market. We got in early here. It was a high risk move. We could have always been eaten up by the market. No, too bad I wasn't able to show you it. We have 56 as the TP, and we fired off a couple micros there with secondary TPs. One here at 40, 27.40. We expect the continuation. We expected the continuation this morning. I was trying to explain what we did last night. I didn't show you where we were looking at the area was built. That 72, 68 to 74 areas. Always look left. I use value areas as important signal areas. You could see my settings here like this. This is the fade away stuff. is a trade with demo training the stuff on like in my lines and line thickness. Important thing which I use to evaluate 68.2, that is in-house. We tend to use that as our value, area value, just a determination. Just popped out TP1s on our micros, looking for the order flow continuation. Hit public test. If it does get knotted and breaks, wait for the market, be patient. Don't jump in the market just because you see a trader say a move, because more than likely you are too late. I tend to use a lot of working orders, a lot of working orders. So I close off my first TPs on micros, so I don't have the micro chart up here in the demo, guys. Why you wouldn't see that reflected, because it's the demo. I created my live account on the side. Quick hands, two hands, mouse, don't have, tend to push the keyboard in and then trade off of that. Look for the reaction. So pretty easy trade for the opening range trade, what we were looking for, what the reaction was, where we want to see trade nothing up. What we do have is a couple micros sitting on the other side. Our TP for the second micro is at 40, which would give us a reasonable 50-point win. I'll just treat this as micros. Don't want to open my next chart. I have two orders sitting here, and one is a trailing. Yeah, I'm sitting at 36 here. 36 to 37.5. We have a bridge entry here. We'll explain what a bridge entry looks like and how it is later on. Probably. Alright, so we do have two buys sitting here at 36. You can see the alarm right there. Using a 14-point stop to the downside on the micros, because we could trade that rather safely. Yeah, well, with stuff that Anthony was talking about wasn't total agreement, gave me a lot more confidence to fire off those minis at 33 last night. I locked in my secondaries at 92s, which gave me a good 29-point win. At 59-point win. That's somewhere in the range of that. So check the account. I don't look at the numbers, look at the trade and see how it goes. Always have a mental note of what the numbers are. Well, our profits are much like Dan, how Dan treats it. And look to be aggressive or thing. You can see we getting up to that big value low, which we expected. That's why first TPs are always important to us. Now for the way speed, can take out break even at ways happen roll stocks. Not break even, we are positive because we roll our stocks. Here, how this trade is set up is, the stock trade is set up like this. One is a trailing stock for the 1-to-1 TP, and the second one is a 2-to-1. The ranges are wide, so always having a wide range. That's why micros are beneficial in this way, because you can lose a lot of money on minis very quickly. Don't want to even talk about oil, because my boy made a lot of money overnight on oil, because we started to go short last week Wednesday, and yesterday was if you look at yesterday's stream, you would see what was the perfect entry. You could see that 50 23 at 23 level, and then we got in the secondaries. I hope my stream doesn't knock out this morning. Computer gives us trouble. Yeah, you could see where that 23 lined up, that 23 right. Yeah, yesterday took a big chunk out of the market, a very big chunk out of the market. Tell him we are on a phone call this fast. That's Skype, but whether we communication to is more than that. He wants to retire after that. We saw the key a couple days ago, and high above, short below kind of area at that 23, got that key to pop off and just kept adding to it. And probably was brilliant trade for the year. Think he got about 800 of those points. I think target was $15. On that, I give up on the oil because we trade as partners. Supposed to have the office finished, but with this COVID stuff going on, the office is not finished. This office might finish by September, which is a whole year late. But say what, life goes on. Even I am feeling this the effects of COVID of not being able to go anywhere. So I do this mostly for personal and to keep myself sane, stream and share ideas because sharing is caring. What I want to be able to see is a couple of things. Alright, have your value volume up. Key to success is always look for where you have opportunities in the market, being patient. Want to see where the market is at 10 a.m., see what traders are doing, what the volume looks like, what I do have on my live trading rig right now is uh, bookmap. I use bookmap for liquidity purposes. So if you do get us off that 69 to 70, we have our trade set up right at that 69 level, waiting for see if you get filled at or before 10 a.m. Our stops are at 80. Oops, what are you doing? Super chat. Our actual right is actually right here at 69. Let's see if we get a reaction. Our stops are at 80, one trailing, one filling. Gonna grab some coffee there. You may get run over because of where it bounced. A possible high probability trade that the opening range that is very live, guys. So that there's a lot of liquidity there. Just want to go and get some coffee, so leaving this running for a while. Yeah, so we got the bounce of value. Although if you look into that trade, pretty good trade positioning. For pick up some of the trade, we sitting on 69 entry, looking at probably by 10 a.m. Manage it through the 80 I took the stock trade, which is we got in at 68 this morning. Want to see that 69 pop off. Want to see if the IT reaction for the continuation. You want to see chart pop up here. Test. Have a small break within the zone and then start to dip. If you're aggressive and you got in at 68, all well and good. Timing was not appropriate as yet for me to get into that entry. Life saving is tough, as with anything, any other job. Remember, this is a job. For people off, just leave the alarm on alone, just for clarity's sake on what it is. Pull off that. Right. Dun, dun, dun. Patience is key. Risk management also is key in high volatility environment like that. I guess sorry. Right, so I want to see we stop that value, overnight value low, which is more or less the bottom. Wanted to see retracement up here, looking at that 10 a.m. between 9:55 and 10:05 is when you want to have that trade executed, and then you start the management process. There are two contracts here sitting outside here. One is a mini on for myself, mini trade. That's all. And you can treat this as a mini trade position here. You can see where the P's are set up automatically. And so I want to be able to see that push test into the zone, pull back, and you want to see this activate to the downside. Aggressive move here would be end to end, one at 65, one at 70, and look to trail into the market of right off the 65 here. You can see the fall in the market. That's a lot of bears started jumping in the market to get that last leg down. If you don't mind, we do have one active that we pulled off this morning already on the micro side, trying to get into a mini position. Mini positions are expensive to get in. That is almost a grand we have there. Made a lot of profit last night. Made probably no month income just from last night's trade. I'm holding a couple of stuff on the outside, which colors where I'm thinking of the entries and how much risk I could take. So I'm not jumping at the bit too much as yet. Let the market do what it wants. The likelihood of getting filled is high. And then the process of management, always knowing there's a 50-50 chance of, if you miss the initial move, that it hit and bounce and choose you up, like the dogs we are. Make sure that my audio is on right. Graphic card blew up last week or about 10 days ago, so I replaced it with a cheaper graphic card. directly go to the store to buy something good and install it. Have somebody professionally install it myself. So we're looking for is at 10 a.m. trade. What the hell? Come on, stream. Yeah, some little gremlins in the back. And my stuff is separated. I just got filled live on 68. Sorry. But I single I took out 68 on a mini. So what we do have, just show it live here. The entry is at 68, the stop is at 80, 12 points at risk. We do have a single mini on, and as of now, here is your fill.
Order filled.
Got filled at 68 on the demo also, so it's three internally. What's this? One is trailing, one is that, couple of minis fired off there. Looking for the bearish action coming to the downside. You can see the trading stop is active. What is with this video? I probably might need to do a clean on it, but you know, at 68. Yeah, it always seems to have that. You can see where TPs are set up. Always make my live adjustment in there. There's in your kill zone, be aggressive. It is 9:55. That's why you enter the trade. Looking for that 10 a.m. trade. If it pushes up to that 72 and then push back down. If we do get breakouts, we know where we safety supposed to be, where it is, what we're looking at in the market. We're just looking, there's the alarm for the 69 popped off right there. Alright, breakout. We have a lot of volume pop on it. There's the test of the 72. Nope, got snatched. We got snatched right there. Just got snatched. Sorry, volume pop. This is where it becomes difficult. You're in the zone here now. There's the aggressive entry. There's the conservative entry right here. This is our 2 mini entering right here at this level. So this is your 2 minis, actual 2 minis with using the structure trade.
Order filled.
Doing that. That is the actual structure trade, using the structure trade to help us out on that side there, rolling out of those minis. The single mini right here at break even. We want to just make a couple points on that if possible. That's the alarm off. 10 a.m. you're looking for 10 a.m. We get break against here. No issues with that. We have 2 minis running with that. We have money in the bank to handle that. Right, so now we're looking at your major position on how you're looking to trade. There was the initial initial retest of it right here. You're looking at a trade and moving out of the trade very quickly. You want to make sure with the pop and the stop that you don't get cleared off. That is why you have your stop up here for your 72s. The initial one is a single at 68. You're looking to take the break even off at 68. That is single. Where your real position is on your 2 contract is sitting right there at that 72. If it does, you take full loss on it. No issues with taking a full loss off that trade because of your ones. Using your 80 as your border strip if you're trading singles right here. So you have a higher levels and trade off higher levels. You're just looking to get out of that initial 68 at break even. So you can take advantage of the 72, 74 area range. You expected the flush to come. If it does hit and break out, you know your trade failure and you have self-management right up here, which is your validation and invalidation point. You can see exactly where the invalidation point is for me for that particular trade. And so we expected the market to move up flush and looked at the 10 a.m. entry and 70 to 72 here. We had the initial pop to the downside, which we made money off right here on the micros. Pop to the downside, not rolling stops there. and look at the break even right at the 68 level on the initial trade with the raise or and we do have the trailing instituted for the major position which are minis. I am at full leverage on my initial position, meaning that I have one contract sell at 68 that cost $12,000. Two contracts was sitting at 74s, which is the number. If you look at Anthony's video last night, it is a number that both of us were looking at, and I had that number in mind since a while, a very long while. That was a target for, that was partial be a target for the 80s. I got out some of the options at that level. So you want to see here is this volume, I mean delta, sorry, volume. You want to see a volume value start a flip. If it doesn't start a flip, we may be in trouble and take a small loss of the 68. Get out at 70, take a small loss for that. I'm making the adjustment, or right, adjustment is completed here. So you leverage and deleverage as quickly as possible, because you know the aggressive is not playing out the way you want to see. Pushed up a little too far, too fast kind of move. Take a small loss, a 2 point loss off the initial contract.
Order filled.
You see the initial contract just closed there. We took the break even on that. A little worse than break even, but we'll take that. Here in the zone, it is now 10 a.m. There's your entry point. If you're looking at having very short stops, not my style of trading, is have your stops about 78. Official here is where you want to have your stops at 80 to 81. How I have it is two contracts entered at 72, working order. The initial contract took a 2 point loss. So now I am deleveraged with my maximum leverage at two contracts here, which is 2/3 what I require to trade. Now what we're talking about, because I am trading a margin account. This is what is the margin requirement right now on the ES and from a broker also. $12,000 I need to have in that account per contract. Like your maintenance margin. Going to maintenance margin is, if you're trading a leverage account, always know exactly what is your leverage account and what is the leverage that your broker or fine, yeah. This is the basic hard ball inflection point we're looking at in the zone 70s and stops there at 80s. TP1s at 60s, one-to-one trade, bank some. If the trade start to play off, always look for your first TP. You're in the zone, manageable amount of risk. Always make sure and only risk what you could lose. I could lose a lot today, but don't let that get to your head. So you have your aggressive entry and your conservative entry where you look for what the market is, and always that where your average entry is and where your stops are located is very important. And knowing there's a 50-50 chance of failure at any point in any trade. So you're aggressive in, looking for the retest, conservative in, looking for the actual number. If it does break, we know where the stops are. high volatility environment. If you trade in micros, it's better off in life you would be if you're new to trading, especially if you're new to trading. And always have a management type if then process of what you want to see. And always have this, which is important to us, delta chart. So you want to see price and delta is reactions. If you have downward delta of more than 1,000, you should be seeing price reacting to the downside. If you have positive delta of 1,000 or up, should be reacting to the upside. And you identify your volatility and volume. Why you only sending me this? I don't want to know. I need to change some settings on that. So what we do have is an entry of 72 on our end. We're looking for 2760 as TP1. Looking for that one-to-one trade. If you don't get that one-to-one trade and breakout, we know there's a 50% chance. As the weekend number, we're looking at the 90s or above. We're looking to get into a large position. That's a 10 AM trade right there. You can see where you are there. That's a 10 AM trade. Look at be on the short side. I think we are a little bit too short too fast in the market. Or it's probably why the market is reacting in such a way. Always keep an eye out on the oil part. The hell was that last night? What the hell? This is the June contract. This is not the May contract. That is just funny to me. I think we might get a retirement call tonight from my boy who trades oil. Probably running around on the treadmill. I did not get my exercise stuff, so we look for is validation and validation points. Look at volatility, look at a lot of stuff you look at in trading. Build your trade plans, look for whatever you have. And an important note for what we noted last night is this: always, always, always FT is one of the best outside there. I don't know why they are set up for that. And yeah, suppose oops, nope, right, I show you. Alright, so what you're looking for is delta that matches. Knowing what the risk is in the market, knowing what that final subsidy is 87, we know where that 87.88 is located. That is a major point for us from the 86 there. 92 area is a major point for us today. If we do get knocked out at the primary, we have secondaries located right at or about that area. So always trade what you see in the market. You could get chewed up pretty quickly in these high volatility times. So if you're new to trading, trade micros. See if you can find your way to a micro account. I think the minimum you should put in right now is about $3,000 to actually open a micro account, because 1/10 of 12,000 is $1,200. So 2.5 times and trade 2 contracts. And you're using a micro account is more as far as learning experience and you have skin in the game. So what we did this morning is take the opening range on the aggressive side, which was the 68 and 3. and we show you what is left. We know this is an inflection point, so we know the dangers of the return into this zone here and what time it is. What we would have liked to see is they go up, push up into the zone, and then start to follow through to the downside on the opening of the market. Did not happen. We engaged the market at 10 a.m. It bounced from the active value, low from the overnight, and then came up, which provided a lot more probability of being stopped out in the market. That is why you only have two mini contracts on now at the secondary positions. We are showing at three. That is because I clicked on the demo while it was on two for the 68 until we stop. The initial TP is at 60, looking at 12 points, it is $600 our profit. And then to manage everything, stops are at 80. At a minimum you need to have the stops at 80 in the market, and 65 is important. You see where the floor is here on the node, so you just want to see the break and break through. This is classic 10 EM entry, which we use as a trading strategy, and letting the market do what it wants and then trying to get into the market. So you want to see is delta and price move in the same direction. We know here is the bottom area. We know here was area of a lot of interest it has in the market, so we're trying to just get out of this first TP here, which would give us at worst a break-even trade. And in high volatility, we use a lot of bridging trade, meaning aggressive entry, conservative entry. Look to get back out of the aggressive entry as quickly as possible and lean on your conservative entry, or what we think of a conservative entry in it. We use a lot more wide stops than normally use because we have a margin account and we could do a stop that might be a little bit harder because of what the volatility is right now. It becomes a little more difficult on the trade. What my advice is build one of these, have one of these available to you at all times, and first thing you do is read it every morning as a Bible. So this is something that I built where I have bracket orders 10 to 20% of the deviation, which is stops. That's why my stops are at 14 points. So make sure you list out that, what you do on a morning. Always have, this is like a Bible to me. And I have my own trade logs that I built. So I use my live stuff, this is just a demo of it. And this is how we look to manage the trade. So always having one of this is important. Build it yourself. I think top of guys help you build a basic trade plan when you enter into the program. Now I am not part of Topstep or affiliated in any way. I just like to chat with the guys. Those guys are very smart guys, very smart and experienced guys. The Morad from Dice Trade, Future Trader 71, and Anthony Crude. Guys I look up to a lot in the market, market analysis. I'm a full-blooded guy who looks at technicals mostly, always have my ear to the ground. I think my stocks might be here's what I'm holding right now, stock wise, the following. I have 100 shares remaining. Made enough money to last me 2 years with my Tesla shares I started buying at 190. traded up to the 950 area and started shorting. Okay, using the options to get that. I have anthems, bottom anthems recently at 200 labs. I have some labs in here. Bought some at 120 and added at 148 and got the EMC last week. Yeah, at some point last week. I have an increase and break that. Give me a call. Well, I called them and they institute some stuff, got some at 210 and 212 and 15. I have 1,000 of those. And it paid off pretty well so far. So maybe only about 600 remain. And nickel I got in at the beginning of the month. Yeah, is a reason why I got in the nickel. And these are what we call the fools. Blah 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 blah. Don't know what the hell those guys be thinking of. Just don't know. And it picks me off most of the time. It's like rumble in the jungle kind of stuff. Alright, TP1 filled. Most importantly, TP1s are filled. Very, very important. Based on how much contract your secondary should be at 52 if you're under the range 52 to 55. Area. No positives are coming out of COVID. No. And final targets are at 40. So pretty good trading morning so far. Micro still have been stopped out by secondary micro. Feel the need for 40Y. Got in the primary, didn't like what we were seeing too much with the move. Yeah. Got in the secondaries. Looking for the order flow. High secondary TP is at 40. This is the mid range for getting out of the micro. I'm guaranteeing us some money for the day, which we do have a lot of from overnight. Looked at it, an example of why. This is a true example of why value and volume is important to us. Clickety click, clickety click, 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 click. Build your area, build your range. Have your range, have a trade plan. Important stuff. If you don't plan to fail. I just went and managed some stuff on device. Make sure that all the orders are properly managed. I got a green touch screen. And may need to call my broker at some point today. To manage what I see, looking for some opportunities. Oh, forget, could show you this while we're looking at some long terms. Always do top down analysis. 5 things I need to know. Yeah, okay. Just 5 things I need to know. Go into our technical chart. Don't need to see that. Yes, long doesn't mean long. Long to go long in the market doesn't mean long term. And that is our analysis. You see a particular number here. A particular number. A particular number. We say we as we say top set. I mean how as we say with us. A particular set of skills in our option trade, but in that option trade at 2880. The mechanics of the market. And that is not a swing high, that swing low, that is an implied swing high to swing low. We use and what the 15% is, and the true 15% is at 88 or something, yeah, but we know exactly where we wanted to start to lean on that market and got a lovely trade within that market on our option, 90-day option. That is part of the option. We have a whole lot of different stuff that we do. I mentioned we, obviously. Yeah, a couple guys that in my country because we trade from outside the US, so we have certain amount of different restrictions that we have. My brothers in New York who executes a lot of my stuff for me, and that again the most important thing is this. This was the most important thing to me this morning, that we got that 60 at 10 point winner, 12 point winner. Is take considering 2 point loss, so we still have plus 500 on the day session with one contract at risk. We rolled our stops to 80, which we guaranteed break even. Have a couple of micros on. Now as manager, and I removed my stops. I use Ninja for my trading stops. This is what we're looking for. This is the big fish we're looking for here. This 55 is to just get out of the micro. At the particular point, we're looking to exit on the micro. We already took profit on one. We're looking at taking profit on the secondary. We took profit, we took profits on the initial move from the 68 aggressive entry here. Started to get into minis. So this is what we can do. We have two separate screens, one account on the live side. I want to make sure at least this gets filled by 11:50, which is London close. We have risk management. You can see, you may not be able to see it here. You see you have value here, just dropped the active value here, dropped into here. So logically you might be getting tested up here at 2080. Too many alarms set up there. I only have one alarm set up right there. See, like two alarms set up right there. and take small bites. Your first bite is always a small bite in the market. Always take that small bite. Make sure you know you manage your risk. Manage your risk. Popped off a couple this morning and managed pretty well based on the situation that we see. Quick management, especially when you're trading minis in this environment, is necessary. See what positions look like. Yep, after position still has not short. This is the demo obviously, so it's a little bit different from the live. 700,000. Oil is do not touch. You're not touching oil for a little while. Again, I tend to use a lot of booking orders. So the worst I could do on this trade is break even at the moment. I'm looking for big fishes today because I caught big fish last night. I want a big fish. But trade what you see, manage your trade properly. Take what you see if there's a day trade and rotating. Always look for the average rotations. Let the market do what it wants. I do have to change my of the 2736 into minis. And we take profits on the first one. We care a little less on what happens on the secondary. We let the old trade run its course. So whatever happens now is I will break it more, get some big winners into the market. I want to go and play video games. Feeling the need for video games this morning. A very particular point there. A very particular point. I want to see this market keep under, right, this particular number here at 60. I want to see negative delta in the longer time frame. So that's why I'm looking at a couple of charts. My rig is 2 screens only. I always only have 2 screens. One is with bookmap, and next one is concentration these days on the ES, which is a 30-minute chart of the ES and a 5-minute chart for execution. So I have two mice. One for streaming with the demo and one on the live just to manage in case if shit hits the fan on what the entries would look like. And so I'm becoming ambidextrous, meaning I could use both hands. I used to play sports at a pretty high level. I used to play for the national junior team. I don't know, you guys in the States, so you would know what cricket is. I'm from the Caribbean, so play a lot of British sports, rugby, cricket when I was younger. I don't need to see it, but suffered a serious car accident when I was 25 that more or less ended my sporting career. Spent 6 months in hospital. I used to be an E&I engineer, electrical and instrumentation engineer, building petrochemical plants. I was on the construction side, worked for a lot of contractors, build stuff for ConocoPhillips, our country have had a reasonable sized petrochemical industry. So oil price is very much hurting our economy right now. Most of the guys I used to work with, I retired at 32. Too much traveling, stayed away from family a lot. A little too much for my side. Spend probably most of my adult life outside of the living away from home. They used to need to move to other parts. Always a small island. We used to like to live closer to work. Me and wake up, walk out 5 minutes walk to the construction site and spend some time outside in the Caribbean. You can see active value here is shrinking, there's a lot more trading going on here, which is expected. 68 is very key to us. Want to see that price keep staying below that 68. Don't know where the order flow might take us at 11:50, so being very cautious at this point. Caution is key. Where the market wants to go, and it will be very news reactive. Yeah, retired at 52. Yep, a lot of good money on the outside. Wasted a lot of good money also being young and stupid. Got into trading by happen chance. Started trading forex. Then found futures. Used to trade some options. Still do trade some options on the longer time frame, 90 days and stuff, 90-day expiries. Have a reasonable stock portfolio. Blow up a couple of accounts well before I actually learned what the market was. So if you blow up a couple of accounts, no shade dudes. That's life. Like learning to trade. You call it paying the market to actually learn to actually trade. Pay the piper. So you can see we tangled on point of control. Value on volume has started to lock up. This is your 9:30 a.m. open right there. Initial dip on the open, tested the lows, pushed up to the area we're looking at, got in short, rolled, looking for the roll up continuation on that side. Main targets are 27.40. Last night our main target was at 74, which so happens to be very close to where we got in this morning. The reasons, because of reasons we say. We tend to say. London goes will be very important today. Order flow, whatever it is. Looking at and where you are, it is where you're active in the market. And the volatility has helped me out. Today is the 21st at the 20th of April. I withdrew the same amount from my futures account that it took me until the 25th of November, which shows you the increase in volatility. Volatility could be a double-edged sword. It could be a friend, it could be a worst enemy, especially if you're not experienced in the market. Could be your worst enemy. I started buying up some cheap stocks, what we think are cheap stocks, but this is not over yet in our opinion. That is why 2884 was a key number for us. It's not over until it's over. It's a waste for city you smoking and I do smoke, so I wanted my Peloton just before the news came out. I was able to afford the Peloton just before the COVID stuff started, so that wouldn't be delivered because I'm living in Trinidad, so COVID might be over and then I'll get my Peloton. Dun, 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 dun. Why good stuff right here? Don't need that. Don't need that. See what the oil is doing. It's 30:15. I hope he logged off and taken a walk. I probably might call him another while and find out where he actually is. There isn't a bar open, so he can't be in a bar. Bling, bling, bling. I'm looking for the major stuff to get in and get out at 27:40 today. Hopefully. 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 At some point if we're lucky. And win some major positions that we have as a big target for us on the option side. Options are pretty expensive these days also. You have to pay for that volatility, that premium. You need to pay for that volatility. That is how the market makers make their money. Ask Dan. Ding, you hear the alarm. Anytime you hear one of those alarms, something happened on my life. Account. That thing is my exit for my micro. And second micro that I had two micros up this morning there. You can see my stocks remaining right here. That is the major target there. For the minis, we have a motor trading. Get it while it's hot. If we do get skunked, we get skunked. But you're looking at what I 11:30 with the whole process. We are about an hour away from London, so see what traders want to do. What the market want to do, not what traders want to do. A lot of quants. Quants. So my micros are filled for the day. Could afford to buy lunch. tend to forget them more audio on off. There's a reason why the micros came off there. Mechanically, this might be reasonable trade for London first. Maybe. If you're looking at oil. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe boy. That's why. Probably might end the stream a bit early today. I want to go and play video games. Okay, will that dance? Will that dance? Let's see if I can pull up. Here. Come here. Stay open. Will that dance? Yeah, my stats say that I am right now. Yes, we accept that. Reasonable win rate. Not reasonable, but pretty good super Unicron. We then are probably in the top 500 players on the North American server. There's about how much players in this? It's about 10,000 on the NA server. Yeah, so as North America, which includes the whole of the Americas, not on South America. Europe, Asia, is China and Russia have different servers because the amount of players playing. So being in top 500, not that bad. Do love games. Follow the order flow. Pretty profitable morning so far. Market can do what it wants. Probably might end the stream here. Looking for my targets, secondary targets. Yeah, not trading oil. I'm doing what I want. You can roll your stops to break even or just about break even. I'll leave my stops where they are. Next important inflection point, if you ever can, if that punch comes late after European close, more than likely look for that 88 to 92 range. This is your kill zone for your secondaries here. You have a couple of option trade. I was chatting with Ho yesterday on chat about that 2790 last night. It keyed us into some bigger positions in the market, so which we got pretty nice profit off. We didn't do it on demo, didn't do it anywhere public. We keyed off some stuff and got in at 94 or 93, can't remember. Already, yeah. Oh, that the trade already closed. That's past then. Don't live in the past, don't live in the past. Don't use market replays. It helps some people. A lot of new guys who trade and I want to show people how to trade tend to show people replays. We're like, why? Why? Always live in the present. Look, live in the conditions that are here right now. What you're doing, how you make up your mind. You could say a perfect example of that this morning was the aggressive entry at 68. We saw the punch to the upside. We knew the risk that may be involved, so we got out at minus 2 points on the initial entry. We had our secondary entry, which put us at maximum allowable leverage in the market, which gave us that 72 to 75 entry. We got in at 73, 72s I think on the live. There was 72s. Made back 12 points, and so guaranteed break even trade on that on the major section, and that have not my against anybody who's closing up now. I'm looking for bigger position and want to see that 2756 area get into today. and I have a couple of minis sitting there. Also, there may be news that could just pop the market in any direction. I am a bear, general bear, so JD and I kind of think similarly. On where it is, executions might be a little different, but eh, around the same area. And monitor where what time your markets open and close, follow your delta, price action, value, volume. Try to keep the active trading chart clean. All I do have on my trading chart, uh, this this is similar to what I have set up here. On my actual life, I have identified with my planning already. Pre-plan what you want to see and then react to what actually happens in the market. So we call it a no biggie theme. This level is important at 2750. Want to see touch of small return and then continuation to the downside. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I think we probably are a little bit safe here at least until London close for the entry and then make up our minds. So anyhow guys, probably might stay here for the next 15 minutes or so. Or probably till London close. Bim, 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 bim. Pew, pew, pew. Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually where we are building the office, the whole, at least three of us kinda get hit by COVID also. We can't complete the office. Need to finish out servers and things, so I need the server guys to come in and implement the new server with people to me. So we have my, I just call him my brother from a different mother trading oil. Myself trading S&Ps or the NASDAQ. NASDAQ pretty much presenting a lot more stronger than the S&Ps and the Dow. So we do have a couple positions in the NASDAQ running at the moment on a longer time frame stuff option side. So a couple key figures hit this week, so I'm not too worried about the longer time frame stuff. I have my options portfolio, stock and options portfolio that is managed a little bit slowly. Don't need to take care of that every hour or something. You take care of that. Probably just make a call because my broker and I are very involved guys when it comes to that. And that is one piece of advice to trade in stocks in a longer time frame, similarly to how you manage a ETF, so your 401k in the States, whatever you guys call it. Don't dip your fingers into it too much. I do a lot of research before I actually get into stock. So like the Anthem and stuff, we got 200 did both technical and fundamental analysis, and the lab holdings, the medical stuff that we're looking at. You notice something here. So I tend not to use a lot of lag and stuff. I tend to use a lot of closer to live stuff. So this is your delta, bookmap for order flow, where orders are sitting, liquidity is sitting, and deviation. Let's see what that delta is doing here. That's a lot of absorption you're seeing coming here. You're seeing price not happening like 3,000 contracts, more or less the opening pop. Came back to the same price. We're seeing that there. Let's see if I could move this because my stuff is left. Why didn't you want to move? Move. Right. Yep. Want to see what that delta is there. I always have that box open. See what the live delta is. Minus 3,000. We back at that same point right here, which is the market open. Let's see what that delta was at 3,400. Did not break. Seeing the same type of stuff happening here. We want to see the break this time. And there's the break. Me and guys who were looking for support there just got knocked out, absorbed, and swept. Which gives the bears a lot more power to the downside. See what 11 o'clock brings us, see where it closed. We do have a couple minis sitting there at that 36 level. Probably could trade that. I don't want to over complicate it. This is our stop here. Alright, so what we're doing is rolling stops. Self-managing this. Not there. Alright. That was first TP out, roll stops, so we guaranteed at least 13 points of profit. Even if we get stopped out, we're looking at the monster trade. We're looking at only daytime, well, intraday time frame, sorry. I do have an alert set up right there. So we guaranteed some profits today. Maximum allowable risk. I made my adjustment. My stops are rolled to 63. Sorry, I put it at 60. Use 10 points on. Guaranteed profit. I just get mad with this particular trading platform. This particular trading platform just pisses me off. As if you're watching my live streams, you see why. Yeah, especially that. Yeah, let's leave it right there. I see my order flow, continuation. It does come back, look for that 50 to 52 area. And then for the continuation to the downside, or just pop straight to the downside if the bears have enough power to do it. Best case scenario, we get out of this short trade by 11:30, which is London close, and then look at the market and see what we are able to do at London close, if anything. You can see actually how heavy those shorts came up here. 4,800 contracts. That's a lot in a 5-minute period to be on delta side. That's a big delta side. So which gives credence to that order flow continuation. if I get this TP out of the way, I'll be at a 5 digit with $10,000 of profit on within a 24-hour period, which is very good. Very, 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 very good. We are flying. Dum 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 dum. Oh, shit. Didn't see why it's not coming up on the shot. Don't know. What's up, guys? Hey, Jack. Welcome. No, the sell limit is was at um 72s, 73s. Bracket orders. I'll show you about bracket orders if it's here. Hey, Jack. Yeah. Yeah, it's a brave trade. Always know exactly what the zone is, what it is you're looking at. Um, what I use is bracket orders. Bracket orders, this is a ES bracket order I have, right? So, because of volatility, what determines my bracket orders? Because now there are a couple key things to know. I'm trading a margin account, not a top step account or anything of the sort. Not a, I have enough cash to maintain that, as we were talking about margin and how much margin requirement. You need $12,000 to trade many. That's why I advise you guys to trade the micros. I have about a $3,000 account to start with. Right, so what does determine my stops and the way my bracket orders are is this. There's a lot of stuff hidden inside here. There is a particular number that I've been speaking about this morning all morning. Two particular numbers, that's 72 and that's 36. 22. This is what took me 3 years to actually build some stuff for deviations. I call it deviations. These are range finders. Really, you can see like 14.156 are my stops. Not a lot of money. That is $700 per contract risk putting on, which is a lot. So you can see 56 point TP is 1 to 1, TP2 as the stop trade of what you look at on how you look at the market, how I look at the market. That is basic trading strategy. What I did this morning was try to get in back at the 68 that we have here. You know what the knot was where we were looking at getting. I got filled at 72. TP is at 40, look for the extending. Make sure you can have your bracket order. So when I place that order, so usually how I place an order is working limits. So you see a limit, but the close in my case, yours if you're trading would need to be day trading. Come on, come on, come on. Yes.
Order filled.
I just made 10 grand in a 24-hour period. Well, not 24 hours. From 9 p.m. last night was my initial entry, and now is 11 a.m. the following day. So, 14-hour period. I love it. Yeah, just follow market orders. When it works, you're happiest guy in the world. When it does not, you're saddest guy in the world. So when you place a orders like this, you would see certain limit orders. That's why I had some comments to put on what up to put out as how to take profits and how to what I use bracket orders. I use Ninja Trader as orders. So you see I just place back one here. So say I'm trying to sell 2760, you see sell order. There I set up alerts, too much alerts set up here on the demo. Right, so this was the price I was looking for before at London close. Got more or less a correction trade off continuation to the downside. Just got out of my option, which is something totally different that we did because yeah, just got out of one leg, secondary leg of my 2880 cells. On the option side, those were 90 days option. So what you have here is your stop, your TP1, your TP2, and your entry. So when you see line turns blue, that is an entry. So for an example, what I do have here is trading. If you're in top step, it would be a little difficult. So what I'm looking for, we in the zone here, you would hear me speak about that 3736, which is target finder for us in this case today is a deviation, one deviation out, 70 points average. Took a tear off in the market this morning. Loved it, loved it, loved it. What I do have sitting, yeah, you so what I do have sitting out here is a buy at 36, a speculative buy right here at 36 to 37.5. So what you want to see is the market come down, go into that 35 area, watch your reaction, watch your time, look for somewhere in the market that you may be able to get reversion. Right, so what I do have here is one trailing, stop it alarm, right? Right, so how much contract fire off you? Two contract on the demo. Right, so this is, you may get run over here, but this is a buy that I have here. Looking at the probability of trading here, looking at where my stops are. So how this bracket order is built is first target using a trailing stop, secondary target are easier to manage. Save that bracket order, list it, label it, have it there. I actually do have the live trade. In the live trade, I'm filled at 35 using two mouse at the same time, so you see my mouse pause here. TP1 is at 49, secondary TPs here. Looking for the reversion, you can see the trail and stop working to the other side. Yeah, so this over here, so my stops were, when you refer to the 80, that was the stop. Got in at 72s on the live, 73s on the demo. Just got in on at 36 here, looking at the London close, but timing is very important to me. And looking for market reaction, we know there is liquidity there. I got filled at 35, looking for the bounce to 49 in this case. And then managing the secondaries if possible. No, I made it, but you can see the trailing for the 1-to-1, trailing up. Trailing to the upside, so trying to reduce risk as quickly as possible because we're going against the order flow. In this case, you can see negative delta market is not really fine. I use bookmap if you're interested in bookmap. Search out bookmap from FT Trader did a pretty good explanation of what he does and what he sees. So I have limited risk on. I am guaranteed at 10k a day, so he could get run over here and still have mostly just under 10k profit. And always set appropriate goals and targets. So I hope that answers your question. And yes, they pretty good trading for the last couple months. Pretty good. Market reacting appropriately, haven't been run over too much, haven't suffered defeat of it. Just got out of some options, made some good profits on that also. So probably around 11:35. I have some visitors here. I think my sister just arrived. Don't know if she got past be on the road. You need a pass in my country to be on the road, so I just mute for a while. Yeah, my decided visited coming to see you. What's up with my mom? This virus thing is affecting a lot of people. So anyhow guys, I'll probably end the stream here. Trade small, trade smart. Look for your 1130 crude, whatever the action is. May bring you look at 49 as your TP. And make sure that your manager stops properly. Look for your delta, manage your delta stuff out. So how, yeah, yeah, so more or less that is the same thing. That is stuff. So it's running some major stuff. Doesn't like to show too much on YouTube. Don't want to get people too excited. This is not a game. Trade what you see. Trade small. Trade smart. This is not a game, although this is being shown on that because our privacy issues and these are not trade stuff. This is me just showing people some trade ideas on what I do on a daily basis. What I trade made enough money to last me a couple months, just over the last 14 to 16 hour period. Me for a couple months, so at least progressing as a trader. Always have goals set out for yourself. Targeting is very important. Entries are important. 60% of your time should be done doing studying. I'll break it up as 60, 20, 20. Always plan your stuff, do your trades. You may get knocked out at this trade early, but don't have issues with that. This 30, this is the level that Hoover and us was speaking about at 36. So not to worry. Look at the 11:30 entry. If you do get 11:30 entry, look for the bounce after that as my secondaries here. I don't want to over trade, so may drop the hammer and just call it a day early this morning. So trade small guys, trade smart, take stops, make sure you have a good probability high inversion rates and that you want to be able to be in the market and live to trade another day. Make sure you trade your plan, plan your trade your plan. If you say that to yourself enough times, you should be successful if you have a reasonable trading strategy and some good execution. So now it's 11:12. I'm going to spend some time with the family. I'm in a live trade at 35s with rolling stops on one contract and had stop on your secondaries. Make sure that we made enough profits this morning. Yeah, and on the overnight we were back way up here, which we took, and I'm very proud of myself and that 20 to 28 33 sell. Very proud of myself. I executed that trade perfectly. It worked out, and I am glad for it. I made a donation last month. Probably might make a donation this month again to our COVID response back in my country here. So always give back to the community. Always, always, always give back to the community. This is my way of sharing some stuff for new traders and traders who are interested in learning and stuff. I sell nothing, don't sell anything, don't need to sell anything. As a trader, if you're selling stuff outside, in my opinion, is that at some point, if the channel does build and have enough followers, probably might do $1 a day Patreon stuff or something. So to sit in a room and do some chats, probably planning on that at some point in the near future. But that is if then, and we're just having conversations because YouTube is like a one-way conversation most of the time, unless you train a chat or something. It doesn't really serve too much of the purpose. It's just me blabbering along, talking about shooting the shit and that. So look for your London, because if you do get a London, close, look for a buy. If you look for a London cruise, if you do get stopped out, take a stop, crack it up, call it a day, and wait for another day or another opportunity. Yeah, profits, guaranteed profits for today, and trade it small and trade it smart. So anyhow, guys, trade small, trade smart. I'll see you guys probably this evening in the market recap with those guys. We'll have a chat then. So keep it up and have a good one, guys. I hope to play video games and speak to my sister a bit. Alright, bye.